Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor, great fight last night. Congratulations to Teofimo Lopez getting the win, becoming two-time world champion. Myself, I picked Josh Taylor to win the fight. One reason being because, the size. I thought the size would give him a lot of problems. I thought the southpaw stance would give him a lot of problems. And I just thought, honestly, that he wasn't mentally stable. But it showed us different. I like the fight. Big energy. They definitely wasn't holding back. I believe they split the first 6 rounds. I gave the first 3 rounds to Josh Taylor. The second 3 rounds, 4, 5, and 6, to Teofimo Lopez. The 7th round, to me, it looked like Teofimo, after watching the fight. Again, I watched the fight probably like 2.5 times. After watching the fight, the 7th round looked like Teofimo took the 7th round off. He won 8 and 9 with activity, touching the body, good clean shots up top. He took 10 off, round 10 off, and then he did the same thing again, 11 and 12, and looked like he almost could have stopped Josh Taylor. To me, it looked like Josh Taylor after the 7th round, he slowed down. Slowed down a lot. Looked like the pace was bothering him. The movement was bothering him. He looked like he didn't look like he had enough, but he just looked like damn, this guy put me through a lot. It was an action-packed fight, but at times, there was times where Josh Taylor was landing good shots, good clean counter shots, little short left hands, short left hooks, coming from the southpaw stance, good jab. But then it looked like he got away from his jab after 7 rounds, and Teofimo started to take over with the hand speed, the combination punching, going to the body. He started landing lead right hands, big jabs, stuff like that. He took over. He did what he was supposed to do. I honestly believe all of the crazy talk from Teofimo Lopez was just to sell the fight. I think he realized that his name was being brought up a lot in the media, so he just carried it with with talking crazy. I didn't understand it at first, but then seeing how he finished and now he's talking about he's going to retire and things like that. I think it was all a gimmick, and I even think the retirement part is a gimmick. Him saying that he's going to retire. The reason I'm saying that is because it's a lot of money left on the table. If he retires now, that if he does retire, that's his business. I'm not mad at him. He did what he had to do. He did what most fighters want to do, which is become world champion, and he did it twice. And he did it against worthy opponents. So it's not like we could say he was ducking anybody, a young kid, doing what he had to do. But the fight starting off, the pace was very high. I believe both guys was doing a great job, but it looked like Josh Taylor was just a little overwhelming at times for Teofimo Lopez. But like I said, after 3 rounds, looked like Teofimo said, we got to pick it up. 4th, 5th, 6th, I gave it to him. He was landing good body shots. I don't think he went to the body enough. I think if he would have went to the body a little more, he could have possibly stopped Josh Taylor. Real good fight. It was times where he looked discouraged, but then he was like, "Nah, I can't stop. I gotta get it done." So we saw him going out there, him kind of like, picking himself up and picking up his mood. Because in the middle of the fight, it looked like all right, Josh Taylor gonna pull off, but such was not the case. Teofimo was very live and well. Landing some great shots. It's a good fight. What more could you ask for? He surprised a lot of people, even myself, because he was able to keep his head and stay in the fight. But I also felt like ESPN was being a little biased towards Josh Taylor when it became to Teofimo Lopez, because I was looking at the punch stats, and in one of the rounds, they said that Teofimo landed 15 power shots. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, if he hit this guy 15 times with 15 good shots, I think the fight would have been over. I don't think, it was that crazy. One judge had it 117, 111. I didn't see it that way. I saw it 7 rounds to 5 for Teofimo Lopez. He did. I definitely had him winning the fight. It was a clear win because the rounds that he did win, in my book, he won them clear. You can't take it away from him. Real good matchup. I mean, where does he go from here? He's saying retirement, but like I said, the kid Jose Ramirez, he was looking to fight the winner. You know what I mean? They asked him before the fight if he, you know, if Josh Taylor won, was he willing to go overseas to fight? And he said yeah. So I think a fight with Teofimo Lopez and Jose Ramirez would be a great fight. I think Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez would be a great fight. It's a lot of fights on the table that this kid can, you know, go ahead and take and make some great money. But we'll see what happens, you know, within the near future. But again, shout out to Teofimo Lopez. He got the win. Did what he was supposed to do. You can't take nothing away from him. Shout out to Josh Taylor for giving his all. I did feel like the referee was being a little pushy when it came to Josh Taylor, because it was times where Teofimo put himself in a bad position. Josh Taylor would go ahead and swing. Like one of the times, you know, Teofimo sat on the ropes and Josh Taylor continued to swing, and he gave him a warning about it. But my problem with that was, you know, Teofimo mentioned in the media that he wanted to kill Josh Taylor. So I feel like when you're talking like that, you know what I mean, you got to kind of stick to those words, you know what I mean, and fight. But, you know, it is what it is. The game of boxing, there's no excuses on either side. I feel like it was a great fight. The better man won. Teofimo pulled it off, did what he had to do. I mean, it's nothing else I'm really looking for. You know what I mean? It's a great night of boxing. Greg Hackett 86 on Instagram, Greg Hackett 215 on Twitter, Greg Hackett on Facebook. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Get with me. I will be going live later on talking about the same fight. Thank you.